Welcome to another video. Let's solve for the value of x in this. So the first thing is, if I break this into x dot x raised to the power 1 over 2 equals to, so this is x raised to the power of 2 minus 1 raised to the power of 1 over 2 plus bracket x minus 1 raised to the power of 1 over 2. And if I try to divide both sides by x raised to the power 1 over 2, so here we have x equals to, so dividing this, we have x squared minus 1 divided by x. So since both of them are sharing half, so I'm going to combine these together. Then we have is x minus 1 divided by x raised to the power of 1 over 2. And so the next thing is, so for this, the first one, we have x equals to, so I try to divide, let's say I try to divide this, so it becomes x minus 1 over x raised to the power of 1 over 2 plus bracket 1 minus 1 over x raised to the power of 1 over 2. So getting to this stage, so if I let this a to be equals to x minus 1 over x, and this is b to be equals to 1 minus 1 over x. So we know that x will be equals to, here is the root of a plus the root of b, as half is still the same thing as root. So if I try to assume something here, that let's, if I multiply this by root of a minus the root of b divided by root a minus root b. So this is normal assumption. So this is still the same thing as root a plus root b. And from the above is a difference of 2 square. So it becomes a minus b, while this is root a minus root b. So again, if I try to cross multiply, at this stage, if I cross multiply, we're going to have x multiplying root a minus root b equals to a minus b. And by dividing both sides by x in this, we are going to be left with, here is a minus b divided by x equals to root a minus root b. But we should know that since we have left a to be equals to x minus 1 over x and b is 1 minus 1 over x, so if we try to replace it here, a becomes x minus 1 divided by x minus, again, b is 1 minus 1 divided by x, and everything divided by x equals to, so I will still leave this one to be root of a minus root of b, and I'm going to change the value of it later. So we try to open the bracket for this, so everything becomes x minus 1 divided by x equals to, so why this is the root of uh, x minus 1 over x, which is the value of a, minus the root of 1 minus 1 over x, which is the value of b. So on getting to this stage, and we try to call this one equation 2. So I'm supposed to name the first one I get as my equation 1. So just to be easy, so this is equation 1 and the second one is equation 2. And what I will do here is, if we try to add the two equations together, so I want to add both equation, which is the equation 1 and the equation 2 together. So and doing that, we know for this second equation, so we have x plus x minus 1 over x. So that is for the value of equation 1 and value of equation 2 at the left hand side. So why this is root of x minus 1 over x minus root of 1 minus 1 over x. So why the right hand side of the first equation is this. And don't forget that this half is still root. So by trying to apply that, so it becomes plus root of x minus 1 over x plus the root of 1 minus 1 divided by x. So then something has been already cancelled here. So if this and this negate each other, so the left hand side here becomes x minus, so separating this, we have 1 minus 1 over x, so equals to, so adding these two together, we have 2 root x minus 1 divided by x. Then, so for this side, if I combine x and minus 1 over x together, So and I go to bracket it minus 1 and I transfer this here, it becomes minus 2 root x minus 1 divided by x, everything equals to 0. But getting to this stage, so we know that the expansion of this, I mean the entire expansion of all these things, if you try to contract it together, so this becomes something like x minus 1 divided by x. And so we have minus 1 outside the bracket, and we take the square of it. So everything equals to 0. So you can pause this video at this stage and try to expand this, then you are going to get the root of x minus 1 over x minus 1 all raised to the power of 2. So which the two of them are the same thing. So one is expanded, one is contracted. By taking the square root of both sides, so a equals to 0, and transferring one to other sides, so we have root of x minus 1 divided by x equals to 1. So again, if you try to find the square of both sides, so we have x minus 1 over x equals to 1 again. And so looking at this problem, so if you try to multiply through by x, so it becomes x squared minus 1 and equals to x. So transferring x to this side again, we have x squared minus x minus 1 equal to 0. And wow. So if you try to solve these quadratic equations, so although I'm not going to solve it, but I'm going to write the value. So the value of it is 5. And what does this 5 mean? It means the golden ratio. So by trying to solve this, so we got the golden ratio. And what is the value of that golden ratio? The golden ratio is given as, okay, but I'm going to consider when s is greater than 0 only. So at s greater than 0, we are going to have 1 plus root 5 divided by 2. And here is the result for the value of x. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to this channel so just for more content like this. And I will see you in the next class. Never stop learning.